Hi, my name is Riley, and I will be doing the staff training video on the importance of time and temperature when working in food service facility. Why is time and temperature important? Time and temperature are important because they affect food safety. By using proper time and temperature procedures, we can avoid food reaching temperature danger zones. Cooking, reheating, freezing, and holding temperatures of food regulations can be found on the Government of Ontario website under Ontario Regulation 7404, made under the Health Protection and Promotion Act. What is temperature danger zone? The temperature danger zone is where food is at most risk of developing harmful bacteria. If food reaches the danger zone, this creates the risk of causing foodborne illness to anyone who handles or consumes it. And the danger zone is between 60 degrees Celsius to 8 degrees Celsius, and bacteria multiplies quickly in this temperature zone. Who is responsible? If you are an employee who works with food, then it is your responsibility to ensure you are taking and recording temperatures of cooked foods and monitoring and recording temperatures of refrigerators and freezers. As well, you are responsible for ensuring foods are not left out for long periods of time where they could potentially enter the temperature danger zone. As a manager in the food service industry, it is your responsibility to ensure your staff have received their correct training on times and temperatures, and that you are monitoring temperature logs to ensure temperatures are being logged and are in safe temperature zones. How to keep food safe and avoid temperature danger zone. So there are some procedures that you can take in order to do so. You can do temperature logs, taking temperatures of all cooked food items, ensuring refrigerated food items are not left out more than 2 hours, and throwing away any food that has reached the temperature danger zone. Different types of temperature logs. So there are 3 different types: temperature log for hot holding units, temperature log for refrigerators and freezers, and food temperature log. A temperature log for the hot holding unit. So when dealing with hot holding units, food must be held at temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Using a dial or digital instant read thermometer, temperature of food in the hot holding unit must be taken every 2 hours. If temperature falls below 135 degrees Fahrenheit for longer than 2 hours, food must be thrown away. So a temperature log for a refrigerator and freezer should have their temperature recorded minimum of twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening. Refrigerators should always read a temperature of 4 degrees Celsius or below, and freezers should always read a temperature of negative 18 degrees Celsius or below. And here's an example of a log for a refrigerator and freezer. Food temperature log. All cooked foods need to have their temperature taken to ensure they have reached minimum internal cooking temperature, and temperature must be recorded in a food temperature log. So on a food temperature log, you would put the date in, the food item that you were temping, the time that you took the temperature, what the temperature was, if there was any corrective actions taken, and then you would sign it. And here is just an example of some of the internal cooking temperatures for different items. So poultry would be 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Beef, pork, and lamb is 145 degrees Fahrenheit. Ground meats is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Fish and shellfish is 145 degrees Fahrenheit. And eggs is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. So here are a few different types of thermometers that are used in the kitchen: digital instant read, infrared, dial, oven safe, and thermocouple. A digital instant read takes about 10 seconds, and they are designed for both thick and thin food products. It must be placed about 1.5 centimeters into food products to properly read internal temperatures. It is used towards the end of cooking time. An infrared thermometer is used to measure the surface temperature of items. Aimed at food in the fridge and freezer, it must be pointed directly at the food item with no obstructions. This type of thermometer is often used when taking temperature of cold items. A dial oven safe thermometer is slower than the digital equivalents, presenting readings within 1 to 2 minutes. It's best used in roasts, soups, and casseroles, and not designed to be used in thin foods. It must be placed at least 5 to 7 centimeters in the thickest part of the food being prepared in order to get a proper readout. A thermocouple is a digital thermometer that gives users the fastest reading, delivering them in just 2 to 5 seconds. It can be used for both thick and thin foods and is designed to be inserted 1 centimeter or deeper into foods for best results. So, time control. High-risk food must be thrown out after it's been in the temperature danger zone for 2 hours. Food must always be thawed, cooked, cooled, reheated, and served at the correct temperatures in order to minimize the amount of time spent in the temperature danger zone. Cool foods as quick as possible. Foods must be cooled from 135 degrees to 70 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours, and from 70 degrees to 41 degrees Fahrenheit within an additional 4 hours. And there's just a little chart of the two-stage food safe cooling. So when receiving inventory, the delivery truck internal temperature should be taken to ensure cold chain was maintained, and all products received should be put away within 30 minutes to ensure they do not enter temperature danger zone. Key points. Time and temperature are important because they affect food safety. By using proper time and temperature procedures, we can avoid food reaching temperature danger zones. The temperature danger zone is where food is at most risk of developing harmful bacteria. 3 different types of temperature log include temperature log for hot holding units, temperature log for refrigerators and freezers, food temperature log. 4 different types of thermometers include digital instant read, infrared, dial oven safe, and thermocouple. Foods must be cooled from 135 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit within 2 hours and from 70 to 41 degrees Fahrenheit within an additional 4 hours. When receiving inventory, delivery truck internal temperature should be taken and all products received should be put away within 30 minutes to ensure they do not enter temperature danger zone. And here's a quick little quiz. So what type of thermometer is mainly used for cold items? An infrared thermometer. What can we avoid by using proper time and temperature? Temperature danger zone. And what temperature should food be held at in the hot holding units? 135 degrees Fahrenheit. And these are my references, and thanks for listening.